You are listening to episode 302 of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Welcome to the Peaceful Mind Podcast, a place for creating the peace of mind you need to be the best mom you are created by God to be. If you want to bring more balance, more joy, and more peace to your motherhood, this is the place for you. I'm your host, certified life coach and Catholic mom, Danielle Thienel. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, let's get started. Hello, beautiful mamas. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Danielle, your host. And before we jump into this podcast, I just want to do a little bit of a reminder for any of you who might not know already. Please go over and check out DanielleThienel.com and have a look around and know that I have created over the years several resources. Obviously, you're on one of my main ones, right? This podcast that comes out every week. But I also have 5 books, and I have paperback and digital versions available to you. And there are several courses on time management, on money, on getting healthier with your physical health. And all of these, the books, the courses, and then, of course, my life coaching program, which you can either be delivered through us working together one-on-one with the private experience or my group life coaching program called Busy to Balanced. And all of these will be able to provide you with tools and information and practical strategies and things to apply in your motherhood right now, no matter if you've got littles, if you've got adult children outside of the house, whatever stage of motherhood you are in, there is something there to help you be able to have more peace, more balance, more joy, to become more confident, to feel more in control of your life, to create a calmness and, of course, peace of mind, right? Having a peaceful mind, what this podcast helps you to do every week. So there isn't probably anything that I don't have a solution, and most likely one you haven't tried before. So definitely check that out. Or if you can't find something, definitely email me, Danielle at DanielleThienel.com, and I will make sure that you are directed into the resource that would be best for you. And as always, to find out or to speak with me personally, sign up for a Back to Balance strategy call, and we will get all your questions answered, and I will direct you to the best help that I have available and even give you some help right there on the call. Okay, so let's dive into today's episode, which we're going to be talking about a very simple discipline that will protect your peace. I've mentioned it before in previous episodes, but so I'm going to mention it again. Part of my morning consistent routine is to have my prayer time. And within this prayer quiet time, I have a few devotionals that I use to help, focus my mind in the right place, to have me think about heavenly things, to increase my faith, to increase my connection with Christ. And one of the main tools, besides my own devotional book, Happy, Healthy, and Holy, is the book called Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. And this episode today is born out of one of the times that I read through the days, and it really struck me as something simple but profound. And I put it down on one of my podcast episode idea lists, and here we are. I want to provide to you today the simple discipline that protects your peace. So let me start by asking you something so that you can reflect. what do you usually say to yourself when things don't go the way you hoped they would? So, when your coffee spills, when your toddler melts down at the store, when you realize the dinner that you had planned that you forgot to take out of the freezer, um, or when the text you were hoping for just doesn't come. If you are like most of us human beings, your brain probably jumps into action, and it probably provides you some form of frustration, self-blame, or at the very least, irritation. Well, today, I want to offer you something simpler, something that I think is a little sacred. Even, it's like a simple response. This is why I called it the simple discipline that will protect your peace. But it's a response. And here it is. The response says, oh, well. So even just take a deep breath right now with me and just take your mind to, oh, well. That little phrase, it may sound small, but mama, it carries the power to protect your peace during this life that we have, filled with our families, with projects, with activities, with work. And like I mentioned, this idea came from the devotion that I love, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. I often read it during my morning prayer time. And when I read this line, quote, let the light of my presence so fully fill your mind that you view the world through me, end quote. My soul did like a little exhale. Because when you practice seeing your day through Christ's light instead of your expectations, that is when peace flows. So when things don't go our way, and often they don't, and you respond with, oh, well, it's not apathy. It's a surrender. It's kind of, I want to offer a holy release. Little things are not meant to steal our energy. Letting them roll off your back, even lightheartedly, keeps you from getting burdened with what doesn't really matter. Because let's be honest, this sounds lovely when we're sitting quietly, like during prayer time, sipping my tea. But in real life, what about the chaos, the chaotic things that are happening? And this is where that word discipline comes in. I want you to see this as a simple discipline. I think we all have this connotation that discipline is a good thing for ourselves to have in our lives. And I want to add today, let's just add a simple one that we will be able to use to protect our precious peace. And discipline means we choose again and again to, and in this case that I'm offering today, to take our focus off the pettiness, and place it back on the presence of ourselves, of our lives, of Christ in our life. It's not when we say, oh, well, to be able to shift our energy and to shift our mindset into a better place, one that moves us towards peace. It's not that we don't care that whatever's happening happened. It's that we're learning what's worth carrying, because we're all carrying a lot, and some of it's not worth to hold on to. And this is where that powerful small phrase of, oh, well, comes in. And when we return our focus, right, when we walk through our days with lighter steps and a joyful heart, this is going to move us towards peace. And having this phrase, something that is what your brain gets used to offering when otherwise it would frustrate or irritate us, is going to help you have those lighter steps. So I'm asking you to save your energy for what matters most, and the practice of saying, oh, well, will prepare you for the bigger storms that do come in this human life. So when you're no longer drained by every little spilled cup or unexpected interruption, you build an emotional and spiritual reserve. And this is what I want for you. This is how we can stay more calm and problem solve better when these large, quote, problems and issues and challenges come into our life. It's by practicing this small discipline of, oh, well, when it's those smaller things that come and drain our energy. You become steadier, stronger, and more reliable for the real challenges. And isn't that what we want? We want to be ready with grace and wisdom when the bigger parenting moments come. When maybe our marriage hits a tough patch, when a loved one is hurting. You will be then ready because you're somebody whose natural inclination on the little things is to build and has built this skill and discipline of being like, oh, well. And you'll be ready not because you have it all together, but because you didn't spend your energy worrying about the unimportant. So there is a verse in that Sarah Young reference in the devotional, and it's from the Apostle Paul, that says, our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. This is 2 Corinthians 4:17. And it's not just poetic language there, Mama. It's a reframe that we need. So what if your whole day, yes, even the messy parts, wasn't about managing your problems, but about just thinking about it's on our way to achieving this eternal glory? Like, what if we brought our presence back to that? Do you see how those little things, those little irritations, annoyances, frustrations, they kind of dissipate a little bit when we take our mind to what really we are achieving every single day? And when we shrug off the small stuff, and that is in that phrase, oh, well, we not only protect our peace, we gain a perspective. And that perspective is powerful. Let's call it like God-colored glasses. Because when you view your life through Him, you stop panicking over having the wrong shoes, the snack your toddler refuses to eat, or the things that you forgot to do or haven't, crossed off your to-do list yet. You see what really matters. So this week, I want you to try this spiritual discipline. When something small doesn't go your way, pause and say, oh, well. Then maybe shift your gaze back to what it is you want to feel about whatever issue or challenge has arisen for you. And I hope that this quick podcast today offered you a small idea that I know could yield a really big change. And if you're ready to do more protection of your peace, then I just want to offer that intentional coaching, intentional support in your motherhood could be a great next step. And if that's something that you're interested, definitely check out the show notes for links to how to connect with me. Okay, so let's end with this just recap of adding this simple, beautiful discipline to your life of adding the phrase, oh, well. Even if we can just pause to see that something happens and be somebody where this becomes a little bit of our default, knowing that it's going to protect your peace in profound ways. Okay, everyone, that's what I have for you this week. So until next time, my sweet mamas, please be happy, healthy, and holy. And for this next week, may peace be with you, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Peaceful Mind podcast. If you found value in today's episode, I'd be so grateful if you could subscribe and leave a review. It not only supports the podcast, but ensures you don't miss out on future episodes packed with insights and tools to create peace of mind in your busy mom life. And if you're of the Catholic faith like me or any Christian mom seeking to feel better in any area of your life and to show up more calm, connected, and confident, I can help. Become an empowered mom who knows how to bring about the changes you desire, no matter the circumstances. Whether you need one-on-one guidance to get there, prefer a group coaching program with like-minded women, or a self-study course, I've got you covered. Explore my private one-on-one packages, join my Busy to Balance group life coaching program, or delve into my signature course, Divine Time. To find out which path is right for you, let's meet and see what's the best fit. Schedule a free call with me at DanielleThienel.com or send me a direct message on Facebook or Instagram at Danielle Thienel Coaching. And also, don't forget to get your copy of my book, The Cyclone Mom Method, How to Call on Your God-Given Power to Remain Calm, in Control, and Confident as a Busy Mom. Dive into the digital and bonus audio version when you go to book.daniellethienel.com/new-book. You'll find all the details in the show notes too. Until next time, peace be with you always.